welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla, and here we love to talk about all things luxury and high-end makeup and beauty. So today, I have the new Patrick Ta Major Skin Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. So I am going to do a full application. I have worn this already to give you my thoughts on how it wears. I'm also gonna do some swatch comparisons to some other foundations I have in my collection. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, then just keep watching. Okay, so like I said, I did get it in the lightest shade, Fair 1. So on Sephora's website, it says that it is a duo that includes a blendable medium coverage cream foundation paired with a satin finish powder. This duo includes a buildable, breathable cream formula that melts into and moves with the skin. It also includes an air spun setting powder that blurs the appearance of pores to create a flawless looking skin-like finish. It says that it is a natural finish, it's good for pores, it's a medium coverage, and it's best for oily, combo, and normal skin. So it is just like his other products in that you open it up and it has the powder at the bottom and then the cream with this little window, which I think is just, oh, it's so awesome. As you can see, I've already used it. So first I want to do some swatch comparisons to some other foundations. So starting at the top, this is the Patrick Ta in the shade Fair 1, and then it's going to be really hard to see, but right here I have the Salt New York Sneaky Balm in the shade N13, which is the lightest shade. It's hard to see just because it is such a light formula and it like matches my hand perfectly. And right here we have the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Foundation in the shade 0.0 Pearl. Then underneath that here at the bottom we have the Kosas Revealer Foundation in the lightest shade 100. So as you can tell, the Patrick Ta is definitely the lightest of the bunch, but I have tried it already and it actually does work for my face as well as all of these other foundations. So I did try this already, so this is not a first impressions. I do have thoughts. So I was like, oh, I don't want to blind y'all. I was expecting the cream to be more of like a solid balm formula, kind of like the Sneaky Balm from Salt New York, or even like the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation Stick. Y'all, this stuff, I know you're not gonna be able to tell, but it's like the first time I went in thinking it was gonna be like the Salt New York Sneaky Balm or something more solid. So I just like stuck my brush in there, and as you can see, I already made like this really big dent. It's like really, really creamy, okay? So just be warned if you get this, like don't just chunk your brush in there. So I did try it with a sponge as well, and it just, I don't know, I just don't really prefer it with a sponge. Today we're just gonna use a brush. I have my Sonia G Jumbo Base Brush, so we're just gonna go in and I'm gonna show y'all, okay? I'm tapping it very, very lightly, and look at that. Look how much it picked up. I put barely any pressure and it picked up a ton of product. So just be warned. It's not a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting it and wish I would have known. So let's apply it to my face. All I have on my face right now is my skincare and SPF. I haven't put any concealer on my blemishes, nothing like that. So let's go ahead and go in. So I'm not picking up any more product. It does have a bit of a scent. It's almost like a fruity, like kind of fruity scent. I don't know. It's interesting. It's not too strong, but it's definitely there. Okay, so I'm just barely gonna tap my brush back in, just a little, to put on my forehead. All right, so there it is on this half of my face. I definitely think that it is what it says. It is a natural finish. It's definitely not dewy, okay? It's definitely a natural, kind of leaning satin finish, but that was just that little bitty amount. And I mean, it definitely provided a medium on like the higher end of medium coverage. So here's the side with the foundation, and then here's the side without. So I'll definitely have to go in with a little bit of concealer to cover up those blemishes, but it's definitely a medium on the high end coverage. It's very natural. And today it kind of pilled up a little bit. It didn't do that last time I wore it, so I don't know what that's about, but it wasn't like awful to the point where I didn't like it. So I am gonna go ahead and apply it to this side of my face, and then do a couple of other makeup steps, and then come back and show you the powder. All right, so I added concealer, I finished up my face. As you can see, I mean, it's definitely a medium coverage. It's not dewy, it just is it's kind of satin. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Sonia G detail brush, and I'm gonna pick up some of the powder. Now I will say that this powder, it's very hard pressed. Like, you really have to push your brush down in there to pick some up. So I have some on my brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add it around my nose and on this side of my face. Now I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and add it under this eye to kind of set my concealer. So I added it to most of my face on this side. I hope it's picking up on camera, because that powder, even the tiniest little bit, definitely, in my opinion and on my skin, makes the formula look pretty much matte. Not like a dry matte, just it's matte. So here's the side that I powdered. And then here's the side with just the foundation. So I went in with a little bit more powder than I typically would, just so that y'all could see the difference. But I think, let me know what you think in the comment section, but I think it definitely makes it look matte. It is translucent. It definitely didn't like darken my foundation or my concealer or anything like that. So that's good. But it definitely mattifies and sets. So let me go finish up my face, and I will be back with my final thoughts, as well as to tell y'all how it wore throughout the day whenever I wore it the other day. All right, so here is the finished look. As you can see, I mean, in my opinion, I think that my base looks flawless. Like, it's pretty much like I said, a high medium coverage. It's set and natural, but still radiant, but definitely not dewy. And I think that it looks beautiful. So I will say you can definitely tell that you have makeup on, but not in a bad way, okay? You know how sometimes there's foundations that you put on and it's like, oh wow, like it's just full on like cakey, and this isn't that, but you can definitely tell that you have makeup on. But that's not a bad thing, because, you know, makeup is to make our skin look flawless most of the time, and that's, you know, why we wear it. But if you're looking for like a natural, very skin-like, like you can't tell that you have makeup on type foundation, this is not it. So I wore it the other day all day, like from like 9 a.m. until like 9 p.m. and I was outside, and as I keep saying in my videos, I live in Louisiana and it is hotter than hell here right now and humid, and it really did last beautifully. Now there was a little bit of, you know, separation around here on my chin area, but like all of this and my forehead still looked pretty much flawless, which that's a big feat, because I was outside, I did sweat a lot, and I think it looked beautiful. So I honestly wasn't even gonna pick this foundation up, but I'm going on vacation and I was like, well, this could be really nice, and I'm gonna be outside a lot. So I'm still debating, I might bring it with me. I mean, I'm obviously God, this is so crazy, but if you love makeup like I do, then you understand. I mean, I'm obviously gonna bring like 2 or 3 foundations, but this might be one of them. I still haven't decided, but I mean, it wore beautifully, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think that it's perfect for travel, with it, you having the foundation and the powder all in one, and I think it's beautiful. I really, really do love it, and I do think when I'm looking for this just full on like flawless base, but not cakey and not just like full on full coverage, I will be reaching for this. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've picked this up yet. Do you love it? And as always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam here on YouTube. And if you're not following me over on Instagram and TikTok, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.